Hey, my Techie Tribe, it's WendyInTech here. We're back with another episode of WendyInTech. And you guys have been having so much fun today. I don't know, it's been a lot of good information coming, and I have someone else in the building to share more about their journey into tech and also just getting more into the nitty gritty of the industry right now as it is for cybersecurity and things to come. So, how are you today?
Hi. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, please tell everybody your name and your whole story, like how you got started, where you went to school. We want to know everything.
Okay. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Yeah, my name is Yomi, and I'm an AI engineer. So currently, I am a founding engineer with ClaimSwift. ClaimSwift is a revenue cycle management, a medical revenue cycle management, and right now I'm also doubling as the senior AI machine learning engineer. So, but far and wide, my journey started off. Funny enough, I had my undergrad in biology. Funny, and complete my 4 years. It was then I started to see, I would say, fancying the art of computing. Do you get it? Like understanding what is this black box or white box. Then I got closer. I got into it, learning into what programming is, what you can do with program. I started with Fortran. Then it was Fortran, Pascal, and those are more of the languages, like programming languages. Then, even before Python became a thing. So I completed that, then I find a way to have my master's. That's my so I had my first master's in intelligent system engineering, and it was then I got into understanding patterns.
Mm.
Right. Okay. So because the concept of machine learning, AI, it's all about patterns. We grew up, every one of us, human beings as we are, we grew up understanding patterns, following a pattern. You as a child, as a baby, you're seeing the pattern in your household, and then you follow that cue to form your cognitive ability and to do much about that. So the same thing with machine learning and stuff like that. It's just the statistical part of it. It's more of a probability. What is the probability of this given this? So then that's got me fascinated, and I just felt like, okay, I think if this is how humans we are mirrored, this is how we are formed, and that means that this is something that this is working. This is the same ideology, or I would say the concept, the fundamental concept behind machine learning. So that got me into the concept, the life of machine learning. And then since then, it's been a ride so far. And patterns in healthcare, looking at what it is and how to form them together, how to businesses, law, academia, legal. So these are the fields I've been to, though, right? And I've worked in those phases different times of my life. Right now, I just completed my, okay, not complete, not just, I would say 2 years ago, I completed my second master's. And now, because I'm trying to like focus on more on the healthcare side
Mm-hmm.
of it. And then when I completed it, then I got some guys around and feel like, okay, you know what? Let's see what we can do, because AI machine learning is about solving problems. I know people a lot get into this funny and scary concept that AI is here to replace you, is a magic, it's a black box, you don't know what it's doing and stuff like that. But we've forgotten the fact that what AI is using to get all these answers, to response, coming up with these creative ideas, these were informations that we humans we supply these machines to
Mm-hmm.
act on. So basically, if you supply the right information, it's going to give you the right response. So it's about responsibility and creating a responsible AI. So what you do with your AI, it goes a long way to see how this new phase of life is going to work for you. AI is here to stay, no doubt about that, and it's going to be for a very long time.
That's amazing. That's a lot of information to take in too. So pretty much you have a wealth of knowledge is what I got from everything you told me. And the major thing that stood out was obviously just people think AI is here to replace jobs and take jobs, right? So
No.
you're literally an AI engineer. I
Yeah.
want you to tell everybody the truth about AI and, very, very transparently speaking, is AI here to just take people's job or is AI here to enhance and people are going to be losing jobs because their roles aren't so, you know, essential? What's going on?
Um, it's a yes or no. So it's a yes because you decided to see AI as a competitor, like a competitive um, someone there competing with your work and trying to replace you. But it's a no if you understand that AI is an amplifier to amplify what you're doing and to get you to make decisions faster, make deeper decisions. And so, if depending on the side of divide you are, if you choose to see AI as a competitor, then you're gonna have issues. So it's not competing for anything, right? It's here to complement you because depends on how you make use of it. So AI is not going to replace you if you get in now and understand what AI is supposed to do and what you're meant to use it for, and you start using it now. AI is supposed to help you to make better decisions, right? Because it's been fed with massive amount of knowledge. It's relying on a huge database of knowledge, so it's meant to amplify you. So
Right.
it's take AI to your side and you guys work on this journey together,
Mm.
not you seeing AI on the other side of the divide and like, okay, let's see how far we can go and tackle this out. No, hold it to your hand.
Okay, I agree with that. So, as an AI engineer, like, how did you get into that role? Like, let's say I'm someone who is
Mm,
a little bit younger,
mm,
but let's say I'm someone that's a little bit younger than myself,
mm.
and I'm interested in starting my career in tech, but I want to focus strictly on AI. How would I get my career path started strictly in AI? Because I see so much is happening in the world focused on AI, right? So, what would the first step be for me?
First thing first, I would say curiosity. Yeah, you have to have that curiosity in you driving you, and that is going to be the main bedrock, the standpoint for you, because in the end that's what will keep you going. And that was what got me into the field of AI. As I mentioned earlier, like it's understanding how um, introducing the word of patterns into machine learning and how it's able to solve the same problem that we can easily miss, because when you have all these patterns you can easily miss out on it, but machine learning is not going to miss out on these machines. They're going to pick it out for you. So have an open mind, very important. Have an open mind, and because AI is evolving, before you can wake up tomorrow and you're seeing on the side of AI, so it's evolving. So I would say that when you have that curious mind, then always always go for the path that is solving problems, right? You don't look at it another way than you want to solve a problem. When you're curious, then you're looking at a problem to solve. I got in there because I wanted to solve a problem that I saw. Then when I saw a pattern, I see like, okay, if this can help me, there are a lot of patterns that I feel like if I have a, a concise form of this, I can make better decisions. So look into whatever field you are right now. See it. Businesses are really adopting AI right now. Do you get it? And that is the understanding that we want to solve a problem. So whatever stand you are, make sure that you're seeing it. Think about what problem right now can I solve in my local community? Is in health. What are the health challenges that you think like you can solve right now? So when you get into that, then start building on getting this knowledge and how to work on it. But now I would say that don't look at too much into the technical side. Like, okay, you want to be writing codes, you want to be the one that will build the next chat GPT or Glock or Grok or Cloud. Don't look at it more to that. I mean, not everyone is built to do that, right? But if you can, that's okay. You can go ahead with that. But look at it more that when these tools, how can I uh, bring up these tools together and then make do of it to solving a problem? So don't focus too much on, okay, you want to have your own GitHub repo, you want to be writing codes, pushing and pulling all those terminologies. No, not necessarily. If that works for you, that's fine, right? I am there. That is the phase I am right now. But if you ask me, I'm gradually transiting into the level of consultancy where you can seek me to consult and let me tell you what you can use AI to do, because I feel like that's the future.
Hmm.
That's the future. Machines are coming in and writing all these codes for you. So you want to be at the other side and telling what machines to write for you.
So, do you feel like, yes, AI is the future, you know, the young talent coming in should focus, strictly on AI, but what about the people who are already existing right now that's in these industries? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what can they do? Because it's the economy, so the job market is very horrible, right? If you get on LinkedIn, you can apply for a job and you'll never hear from anybody, or you get on LinkedIn, apply for a job, and obviously it's not a real job. It's a lot of fake jobs being
I
posted right
know.
now. So,
I know.
what are people supposed to do? Like, that's the main question. Like, you're an AI engineer, you're set, right? You're the person that's doing most of the work with machine learning. The people that are not, what can they do? What's their step?
if you're okay, so let me get it right. So you're saying that if you're not in AI or if you're in AI,
Right. Let's just say for me, I work in cybersecurity. Let's say if
okay.
I was, you know, a cybersecurity analyst, and I didn't really do any heavy work or lifting with AI, right?
Oh, okay.
But now the switch is so focused on getting people into AI. What do I do? Let's say I'm also a very veteran employee too. Let's say I'm,
Mm-hmm.
someone who's been in the industry for like 15 plus years, and now we have this AI coming up. How does this help me in my career? Like, what do I need to do?
Okay, I would look at that from two perspectives,
Okay.
either as a business owner or as a career person. So if you're in the business owner, of course, you're looking at expanding your business and getting your business to be out there, right? So down's pretty much straightforward. Is all about what are the challenges you're facing right now in your businesses, driving profit or driving your should I say traction? What is it that you are having issues with right now? And those are the things that you gotta look at to as to how you can use AI to solving that problem, right? It could be maybe so you need to start working on gathering enough data to inform your AI or as to how to help you to solving the problem you're having right now. Because most, if you look at so many businesses, they don't take data gathering or data storage or making use of data. They don't take it so important, and then they try. Even if I'm to consult for anyone, one of the things I'm gonna ask for you is that how have you been collecting data? What data do you have so far as regards your business? How are you measuring your business? So I that is very key as a business owner. Um, focus on data. Look at how everything is working around everything surrounding your businesses, whatever it is you're doing. Look at that very well. And then the other part of it, as a career perspective, from a career perspective, like if you're not a business owner, you're just working, is to use looking at you can if you're in the build if you're working for someone, right, or you're just on your own, you can look at AI as something that can help you to perform better at your job, working whatever stage of life you are in your job ladder. So you can have AI complementing what you're doing. Do you get it? So that's how I best I can answer that for anyone there. So if you're in cybersecurity, for instance, you want to see how AI can help you to identify threat, risk. You can even look at governance, because that's one thing
Mm-hmm.
I am focusing right now to. AI is there out there, but very soon there will be the government policies will be coming out now to be making sure that are you using AI in the right way. So if you are here,
Exactly.
you're listening to me, please start looking at AI governance, AI policy. Just like when health became a thing, HIPAA wasn't a thing before, but now you have to make sure you're following all the guidelines and the rules. Fine, there are some ethical considerations that goes into AI right now, but it's not well so much as it is with health data or your health data. So right now, if you still worried as to what we can go to, just go into governance policy and
Mm-hmm.
how government, because very soon you'll be one that companies will be looking out for. Like, please, we need you in our team to help us mitigate
Yes.
us not to go be on the wrong side of the government.
And you also mentioned that you work in healthcare too. So, funny enough, my dissertation topic is over enhancing database security
Oh,
by
okay.
mitigating error-based injection attacks, right?
Perfect.
So, how is AI playing a part right now in the healthcare industry, especially with some different cyber attacks that go on
Mm-hmm,
all the time?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Trust me, it's a lot, and especially what you talk about prompt injection attack, and not only that alone, we have so many different forms of attack that AIs are. I mean, most of these machines are experiencing or are facing, but. But for health, it goes a long way because depending on how you want to look at it. But if you are looking at how to secure yourself, your data, right, as a probably as a provider or health institution, I would say that you you have a good policy. Number one, don't forget that that one's very important, and also make sure that you're open to your patient, you're open to your client. That's number two, and also make sure that you have the right system to mitigate that. Trust me, you're gonna receive that attack down. You can even you can even prevent that. But one thing you have to be sure of, that people like you that work in the cyber space or cyber, they have to get you in, and then you now having an understanding of what AI can do, you now coming with that knowledge to like, okay, you know what, you guys, you're in the health field, I'm a cyber specialist or
Mm-hmm.
cybersecurity specialist. I have this concept of knowledge of AI. So normally these are the things that it would take me 2 3 days to find out or to know what are your weak links, what are your open ports that can easily be exploited. Now with AI, now I can see how I can get it done in 1 hour, 2 hours. Do
Awesome.
you get it? So that is it, and that gives you leverage to even take up some other things because normally that's part of what I'm saying, that AI is here to complement you. You know, it's an amplifier, so it helps you to make your decision faster. So there are some patterns, like I mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
There are some open ports. There are some security risk that you wouldn't see until until those parts are being exploited. Do you get it? So now, but with AI now, you can easily see this thing because it has gathered enough data to understand that these are patterns that had happened to maybe some companies before, and then I'm bringing in now. So these are part of things that you can bring in as a cybersecurity coming into the health space. That okay, now let's see what we can do together to achieve a well secure system.
I appreciate that so much, Yomi. You're so intelligent. I feel like when you guys watch this episode, please have your pen and paper ready because Yomi had gave so much knowledge that you're gonna have to rewind it and go back and listen to it. So before we close out today, Yomi, I want you to give someone advice right now about navigating this tech market and just not just with cybersecurity, but just the tech market. The economy is horrible.
I know.
People are trying to get jobs. They're really trying out there. What advice would you give someone that's in those shoes or trying to figure it out and trying to get their career started or trying to get back into another role? I want you to close out right now with that advice that can help someone out there.
Simply, I will say that learn, unlearn, and relearn. Work on those three things, and you will get yourself at the very cutting edge of AI. You know, start learning right now. Keep yourself open minded. That's you on learning. Keep yourself open minded, because AI is evolving. Trust me. The tools you find as the prime, as the alpha 2 days ago, 3 weeks ago, come next week might not be the same again because a lot is changing. So, and then focus on problem solving. That's the best way out of the problems. Is in continuum. Is every time. There are a lot of things. The one you're creating right now is a matter of time. Is going to bring about another problem. So it's a continuum. It's like a cycle. So, but look at problem solving. See, be open minded. Look around you. Don't get distracted as to what it is. Maybe there's nothing to do about it again. No, there's a lot to do. There's a lot of problems to solve. I can tell you that. A lot of problems here and there to solve. Look at that, start thinking, start exploring all these tools, start managing to complementing what you're doing, and I'm certain by the time you have a deep think and a deep process into this, you definitely find a way out. So
Thank you so
keep
much, you
solving
guys.
problems.
Yes, thank you, Yomi, for those word advice. You guys follow those pillars, and also make sure you still have your pen and notepad out when you are watching this episode from Wendy and Tech. And I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Thank you for being here, Yomi.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you for
Thank you,
having
guys. See
me.
you later.